Hello and welcome to LingualNet's Superlearner Fluency course. This course is designed to help you become a more fluent, confident, and engaged speaker of English, no matter what your level of proficiency is. I'm Dr. Michael Rost. I'm a linguist and a language teacher and a researcher. And over the course of my career, I've had the opportunity to study many different learners in many different contexts, many different countries. And I've been able to come up with some secrets or some strategies and habits that successful language learners use. And I'd like to share those strategies and study skills with you so that you too can become a super learner. In each module, we focus on one topic. The topic of this module is food. We focus on 5 questions, really. The first question is, what's your favorite food? The second question is there any food you dislike? The third question is, how important is diet to your health? And the fourth question is, what are some popular foods for visitors to your country? And the fifth question is, what is one popular dish in your country? Can you describe it in detail? So we're going to listen to 3 different interviews where the students are asked these same 5 questions. And we're going to focus on their communication strategies, and then we're going to follow up with some study skills in pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary. Okay? Welcome to the course. Let's get started. What's your favorite food?
Okay, so my favorite food is pho. But in Vietnam, we have a lot, all kind of noodles. We have rice noodles, chimili, egg noodles, clear rice noodles. There's hundreds of them. So, and they all with different kind of soups as well and different kinds of topping. I love them all. I love noodles.
Any food you dislike?
Is there any food I dislike? Well, basically I don't like bitter tasting food, like certain kind of melons or greens. I don't like greens so much. I try them because they're healthy, but it's not all the time. My friends, they always say, "Oh, Tan, let's try this," but I say, "Oh no, yeah, thank you. I'm not gonna try it because it's too bitter."
Diet and health. How important is diet to your health?
How important is diet? I think it's very, very important. Personally, I feel like my energy is going down as I'm growing up, like getting older. I feel like I'm chubbier because I eat a lot of carbs and sugar. It's not good for your health, of course, but it's difficult for me to cut it because that what I've been eating since I was a kid. Maybe that's how I'm eating. I'm trying to cut it. Like I want to eat what tastes good. Yes.
What are some popular foods for visitors to your country?
Oh, what's the popular ones? Pho. Everyone come to my country. Pho is the absolute that you have to try. Like I mentioned, there's at least like 100 types of noodles. So you can go crazy about eating them with all the different kind of broth as well. You never get tired of pho because in different regions we make it differently. And beyond that, there's also steamed and grilled dishes in Vietnamese cuisine. People love rice cake too, like Korean, they really love rice cake. It's a diverse culture with all kind of food. You can experience having food on the boat, on the river too. They cook it right on the boat. And you can experience that too. I encourage you all to come to my country and try them.
Okay, Tom, can you tell us about one very popular dish in your country?
One of the most popular dish in my country, I would say, is rice cake. There's a lot of people, visitors come to Vietnam and tried it. Korean people like it too. I think American, they call it pound cake or sponge cake, which is not what we called it, but it's okay. It tastes a little bit sweet and has coconut flavor, I guess. But then it's inside. There's a lot of ingredients, greens, carbs, and also protein like meats. So you get all the things in one roll. It's look gorgeous. It's very easy and clean to eat. You just pick it up and eat.
Did you enjoy Tan's interview? Did you learn anything about her? Did she show her willingness to communicate? One way to show your willingness to communicate is to use the communication strategy that we call use positive body language. This means use your whole body, your whole self really, to communicate. Eye contact, facial gestures, hand and arm gestures, and body movement toward the listener. All of these things create a sense of positive body language that help you to communicate and help your listener understand your meaning more fully. Another communication strategy that we can see that Tan is using is what we call expand your answer. Even though the question could be answered very briefly, what Tan is trying to do is expand her answer. How does she do this? By giving examples, by giving details, by giving personal events that have happened to her. And in all of these ways, she's taking a short answer and making it into a more expansive answer, which makes her feel and seem more communicative. So those are our two strategies that we want to focus on in this module. Now, I would like you to listen to Tan's interview again, and this time, open up the workbook and do the activities and the exercises that are in the workbook associated with Tan's interview on food. These questions and activities will help you get more out of the interview, including studying the language that Tan used during the interview. After you finish the workbook exercises, I'd like you to answer the questions yourself. And when you do this, I would like you to record your answers, either on your phone or a recording device, where you actually keep a record of how you're responding to these questions. We're going to do this 2 or 3 times during the course of the module, and you'll be able to compare your communication ability from the third to the second to the first example. Okay, do you remember what the 5 questions are? What's your favorite food? Is there any food you dislike? How important is diet to your health? What are some foods that are popular among visitors to your country? And 5, what is one popular food in your country? Can you describe it in detail? All right, so after you do the workbook exercises and you work on those 5 questions, that is all for today's episode. So good work, super learner, and we'll see you in the next episode.